Good morning, traders, and God bless. Thank you for joining me this Friday morning on this pre-market session. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host. And if it's your first time here, we monitor buyers and sellers. We look for where the buyers are by using these indicators. So we're watching the momentum indicator here in this column, and we're watching for numbers to rise. Once we see the numbers rising, we hope to see a volume spike over on the left column here. Once we see that, we come down to the current bar volume to see if we have enough volume to get in and get out safely. It's not a certain number, it's just high volume flow. So we want to see a battle really going on with this number like you see here. Once we confirm the volume, you'll see the price run up. Then it may stop, and I'll set a resistance level. Then it'll pull back a little bit, and I'll set a support level. If you are a beginning trader, you want to plan your entry down here on the support level. Occasionally you'll see this white arrow pop in. This is a pullback indicator. So the stock ran up, it started pulling back. This arrow detects more buyers are coming in, and it'll appear on the chart for the next run up. You can see one started over here. This one thought it was going down. This line you see is the 34 EMA. I have color coded it to where the trend is up, it's green, the trend is down, it's red. Also, we don't want to get into a stock unless we see these green bars, which are buyers. We want to see them tall and above this yellow line, which is the average volume line. This tells us there's more buyers than normal coming into this stock, and that's what makes the price go up. This is the My Blessing indicator. This white line is the trend of the stock. This green and red one is the buyers and sellers, the same as these bars up here. So these are buyers driving the price up. They start selling and it turns red and it starts falling back down. When you are in a trade, you want to continue to watch these green bars for red to start coming in. That means they're starting to sell, and you want to at that time make your decision to get out or stay in. Most of the time it's get out. And if you are new here and you have never traded before, I highly suggest you only watch. Write it down on paper and what price you may have bought it at and what price you might have sold it at. Keep a spreadsheet. Just watch. Don't spend money to learn. I don't teach trading here. I teach indicators. I am a programmer of 16 years, and I don't think anybody's ever done what I've done with ThinkorSwim as far as monitoring buyers and sellers. So trade on paper. Don't spend money to learn. It takes some time to catch on what we're doing here. It looks easy on the screen, but trust me, it's a lot harder than you think when you actually try to do it with real money. Your attitude changes and the fear comes in. So you have to get here, learn how to relax, learn how to control discipline before you do anything. Also, I'm not a financial advisor. I am a guy who trades from his home office and one day decided to share his knowledge online. So you need to learn the indicators. I'm not here to teach you the beginning steps of trading. Once you learn these indicators, trading comes naturally. These indicators will teach you how to trade, what to look for, how to play the market, etc. Thank you for joining me this morning. We still have about a minute to go before the market opens. Hopefully some news will be released at 6 o'clock and we can play the first runner. Make sure you're always here at 5:55 a.m. Be ready to go because action starts usually right at 6 or 6:01 or 6 o'clock in 10 seconds. You never know. So make sure you're here a little early. You've been observing the market and you know what's fixing to happen. In your active trader, make sure your TIF is set to EXT or you won't get a trade in. And we have about 30 seconds to go. Ten seconds. Market starting to light up. We're going to be watching TIVC to see if it moves. And here we go. We're watching down here. This is the only place we're watching at this moment. We want to watch for buyers to come in. They are above the average volume line. Let's see if it continues to grow for the push upwards. We have the white arrow that detected the pullback, and that buyers may be coming in. Looks pretty weak this morning. Don't just jump into these things. Let's make sure we get enough buyers to push the price up. Nice tall green dominator bar of buyers. The price is going up slightly. Looks like they're not trusting it. Some profit taking going on. The candle grows and it shrinks and it grows and it shrinks. It's not very stable. See some sellers coming in right here. They're getting tired of holding on. More buyers starting to come in. This is just a penny stock. I don't normally play these. I will not be playing this one. They tend to be too volatile for me, and only paying a few pennies at a time, it's not worth my investment. But some of you are penny pros, and take advantage of it when you can. You can see the buyers coming in. Their bars are green. Not seeing anything else spiking the indicators up here. Red dominator bar of sellers. Good job, you four, picking up $20 on this penny stock. Let's take a look at NCL. It seems to be moving. I'm seeing green dominator bars of buyers coming in. This one's even cheaper, 34 cents at the moment. And make sure you're always trading off of your computer. I may change stock symbols, and if you're judging your trade off of my screen, you're going to lose your stock if it's not on your screen. I'm going to be hopping around to the next mover. So be aware of that. Sellers coming in. TIVC still pushing up. We had a little profit taking going on. Now we have buyers coming back in to try to drive it higher. It's holding the price pretty good. Just a few profit takers here at the top of this previous candle. Buyers might come in to drive it up for a little bit more. We're watching these dominator bars. You need this one to grow green. Once it exceeds this average volume line, the price should move up. That's providing it crosses it green and not red, or it's going to move down. So to put it simply, just look at this indicator as buyers and sellers, and you'll know what they're doing. Profit takers. Patience is key here. We don't go looking for stocks. We wait till they come to us. These indicators are detecting the entire market. If something is starting to move and buyers are starting to get into a stock, it should pop up here in one of these two indicators. So we just enjoy our coffee, wait on stocks to come to us, and join the party when it's happening. Good morning to everybody just popping in. Good job on your trade, Joe. Good job, Greg. When you hear me say good job, those are members making profits. Some of them sometimes are on the YouTube side. You are welcome, Din Din. Market's kind of been in a slump since the election. I think we're in market shock. And hopefully that goes away soon. All right, we have a $4 stock on the move, VMAR. Let's see if we can make some money on it, make a profit. Well, my order didn't go through, it just jumped right over me. Now I kind of feel like I missed the entry here. Decisions. Think I'm going to sit it out. I clicked at 380 and it did not execute. Watch these bars. This is where you're watching. The buyers are pushing it up. When you see red, they are taking profits. We may recover here. That was somebody dropping a large share size. This is kind of what we've been experiencing with this market shock. It's kind of like someone's taking control, and every time we see a spike up, they immediately jump on it and drive it down. I could just be imagining this, I would say. Maybe I'm in shock too, who knows? But that's what it appears to be to me. The struggles are real. Long wicks on the top, this means sellers are driving the price down. You don't want to jump in when you see all of these tall wicks, unless these bars continue to grow green. Kind of shocked it jumped over my entry price. I could have profited 30 cents a share, but it is what it is. Good job, Milo. Good job, Greg B. Holding the price level now. Maybe the buyers will come back in and drive it up. Maybe the sellers are out of the way now. So let's watch these dominator bars for the push. We are above the average volume line, which is good. Tall green dominator bar coming. We really want it to grow for a great push to the upside. Nice push on up to spiking to about 399, it looks like. Maybe 408. I'm looking at it crooked. The buyers are trying to get it to go. Hopefully we'll get a breakout and it'll shoot up another 20 cents or so. Sellers taking profit. Be aware. This one not so easy to play. Pretty volatile. A lot of sellers up at the top range of $4. Going to take a lot of buyers to overcome those sellers to get this price to continue to climb. And they are definitely trying. Look at these green bars. Here we go for maybe a push. If you are in profit, this stock is struggling so much. I would take a lot of profit out of it if you are in profit, or maybe even get it out totally. It is definitely struggling. Good job, Pancho. Maybe jumping over my order was a blessing. I don't think so. I could have nailed that 30 cents. All right, we're back to watching numbers up here. This is kind of what we've been seeing the last couple of days. The stock tries to go, and they just keep driving it down. So be aware of that situation. You have to use limit orders in pre-market. I use buy the ask and sell the bid. And I also have auto send selected, so it's a one-click entry, one-click exit. You can find those settings in your active trader. Click that little gear icon up there by the buttons. And I use those two buttons all day long. I don't ever change. Couple of you had a small loss on it, one of them about a medium loss. Just make sure you control your losses and watch and be very cautious with this market. It's not normal currently. As I mentioned before, I think we're in market shock over the election. You would think it would be good, but you got to remember there's some that don't agree. It is the same thing, Mary. It just says buy, ask, and sell bid. Kind of quiet now. Nothing really moving or spiking. We have no volume spikes. We have some numbers moving slightly, but nothing really standing out. Now they finally broke through all of those sellers. Nice tall green dominator bar. I would not expect it to go much higher. And this would be a late entry if you decide to get in here. You could lose a little. Let's see what happens if the buyers keep coming in. The stock price will keep going up. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to stay out of it. And I could regret that later, but we'll see. Pushing up slightly. Nice green dominator bar. Let's see if we can get a push out of it. Profit taking. Wicks are developing on the top. The buyers want to push it higher. Good job, KK. All green bars. They just need to get taller to keep pushing. Here we go. This stock really had a battle to get up to the level it's at. There were many sellers up there at the $4 range. I actually didn't expect that second rally to the upside. Caught me by surprise. Good job, Tally Ho. Couple of y'all making a couple of $100 on this trade. Doug, very good trade, 380. Tally Ho 203, KK 210. Jeff, this My Blessing indicator down here is an MACD based indicator, but with my personal touch. Good job, Boo-Ho. Boo-Ho knocking out $1,016 on that trade on the YouTube side. Good job, Herb. It's holding the price level up here. That's a good sign. There could come back in and drive it up even more. We don't have halts in pre-market, so it's free to run. We could drive it to $100 if we had enough buyers. Pushing up more now. Watching these dominator bars, we had some profit takers previously. Now the buyers are stepping back in. It's getting harder and harder and harder to cross that yellow average volume line. Keep that in mind. We may be nearing a top. Good job, Greg B. Greg B knocking out 178. We're focusing down here. I'm going to keep drawing your mind and your eyes down here because this is what controls what happens up here. Never lose sight of this. Everything works together. This is the master scalper indicator. So these colored candles are not going to match yours if this is the first time you've seen this indicator. What I've done is I've coded all these indicators together. And if these two indicators down here are not in sync, in other words, green bars and a green line going up, for instance, as of right now, this indicator is telling me it's probably going to go down. And that's why the candles are red when they're going up. It's warning me you may not want to get in here because the indicators are not in sync. Same thing will happen. You'll see green candles sometimes going down because these two indicators are not in sync. I have this set up finely tuned for the most profit and also to kind of protect you a little bit. Lots of red coming into the scans. The SPY has dropped since 6 a.m. Slightly rising from the bottom that it fell to. Good job, you four. Looks like the party may be over for this one. Make sure you put these stocks that move in a personal watch list so that you can watch them throughout the day. They may continue to slightly grow as time goes on, or they might just sell off, but it's a good idea to put these in a list as they happen, because you can make more profit out of them throughout the day. You can see the sellers coming in. They're all driving it down. Everything you see up here is available to the premium members except for this master scalper and this my blessing indicator. They are premium indicators. You have to purchase them separately. They are $99 each. This one comes with the premium membership, but I don't suggest just using one. They're all tied in together. You want to be well protected. You don't want to have to do any brain work. You want the indicators to make decisions for you. You just want to read the results so that you can concentrate on trading. Glenn, I'm sorry, but I don't understand your question. Are you talking about the market open scan? It is specially coded for market open, yes. It's in TOS scans, not scripts. Shawan, you need to find that support button and let them know that you need direction. They'll be glad to help you. During these live streams, we concentrate on making money. I try not to do support here. But if you do need my assistance, I'm always available after 10:30 in the morning. And that would be after the stream and after I take a small break. Always reach out to our support department. Those guys love helping people get the problem solved so that we can all be profitable. You're not left alone, but you have to reach out. We don't know you have a problem until you reach out to us. We're kind of quiet now. Nothing moving currently. So this was a pretty tough trade, but you can see if you would have paid attention to this white arrow, there was a possibility to get in on the second run up. That arrow popped right in there after that pullback. See, Dubs, we're getting close. I can't put a date on it. We're at the fine tuning stage. We want this thing to be fine tuned as well, the website. I don't want to launch it and then everybody's got technical issues. So it's soon. I don't know how soon. I've been saying maybe in a month for 3 months now, but we are getting there. I'm trying to get everybody off of Discord. I don't like the platform either. I'm treating this as a real business, and a real business needs to be on a website where we are all secure. Lots of green in the scan, but these percentages are not moving. Not really seeing any momentum numbers moving either. You are welcome, C-Dubs. One thing you'll find out about me is I don't do anything unless I feel that it's working for me. If it doesn't work for me, I'm not going to give it off to you. And I'm not going to show you Ferraris and my fancy cars and my mansion in the sky. That's not me. That's not trading. That's trying to trick people to join you. It's the real deal here. And I don't own those Ferraris and boats and mansion in the sky. Let the truth be told. SMCI is slow crawling to the upside. That's right, I have a three-wheeler. I call it my high-performance wheelchair. Good job, Pancho. Pancho played this stock. He was on it before we were. He's paying more attention to his scans than me, and that's where you work your way to be doing the same thing. I'm here to teach you. Once you learn, you join these live sessions and trade along with us. But step out on your own once you've learned. Continually watching this momentum indicator up here. This one says up. That means I have an arrow right here. There's a lot of that out there, C-dubs. You just have to be careful where you look, where you spend your money. Buy my CDs. This is all of my mistakes. Don't do what I did and you will learn how to trade. That's not it. Or watch my YouTube videos on what not to do. How about what to do? That's what I teach. All right, enjoy your coffee. It's getting cold. Or your lunch or your dinner. Depends on where you are. We are in a slow spot right now. If you haven't joined these YouTube sessions before, I stream for free for 1 hour on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. On the premium side, I'm streaming from 6 a.m. to 9:30, sometimes 10 o'clock. So you can take advantage of the 3.5 to 4 hours on the live streams as a premium member. You also get access to over 60 scans, over 30 indicators, all fine-tuned and scripted by me. You have access to support. You have access to just about everything. You get to join our trading floor where all the members gather after these live streams. Well, not all of them, but a few of them do. And they continue to help each other, calling out stock picks as they happen per these indicators and scans. So we have quite a few traders that trade all day long. I'm not that guy. I trade pre-market and the open till 9:30 and I call it a day. Because I know there's always more tomorrow. There's no sense in sitting here in my chair all day long. Good job, Mike Delaney. 268 profit. Mike, I have all kind of scanners, brother. This one is a momentum indicator. This one is a volume indicator. This is our pre-market scanner. It only works in pre-market. It turns off when the bell rings. This one I'm testing. It's a high buy volume indicator or sell volume. And what it does is it looks for the first green bar to break this yellow line. That's what this scanner is doing. Once it finds it, it lights up here and lets me know that I have a green bar to watch it. The buyers may be coming in. This one hadn't been released yet. I've also taken this scanner and turned it into an indicator right here that you can apply to all scanners. And it lets you know high volume in green or high volume in cells the minute that they happen on any scan that you use. But I have MACD scanners, I have HMA scanners, I have all kind of scanners. It's a major list. Probably don't have time to explain each and every one of them to you. But they've all been fine-tuned and work well. Thank you, Jamie, for your kind comment. This scanner down here, this is Magic Scan. This is some of the things that I've done. This scan is watching for the stocks that have been moving over the last 30 minutes. As you can see, VMAR is in here that we played earlier. That was this stock. And it will keep them listed here for you for 30 minutes. When the market opens, I have another scan. That's a 50-minute scanner that lists all the stocks over the past 50 minutes that have been moving, so that you can keep track of them throughout the trading period. If they drop off of this scanner, that means they're no longer active. If they become active again, they jump right back into this scanner. Matthew, it's $79 a month for the premium membership, which can easily be covered in a trading session. I kept it cheap so everybody can take advantage of it. And these two indicators, the Master Scalper and the My Blessing, are $99 each. So you're looking at about $280 to get involved, but then $79 a month afterwards. TIVC, we are on the back side of the trade. We're down here at the 34. It could pop up a little bit, but we are creating lower highs. You can see right here, this high is lower than this one. This may be the next lower high that's lower than this one, so you have to be cautious here. It may not continue. We're watching the buyers and the sellers down here. You can see they're not real active. You can really diagnose a stock well with these indicators. Without guessing, maybe I should get in here. It might go up. We don't want to know might. We want to know that it will go up. And I want you to know it is safe to get into Discord. You just don't participate when somebody that looks like me messages you out of the blue and tries to get you to deposit some money somewhere else. That should throw a red flag at you anyway. If you don't reach out to me, you don't have the correct person. If somebody reaches out to you, the first thought in your mind should be scammer. That's the main reason we're getting off of Discord, but it's still safe to get in. You just have to ignore that direct message that may come to you every now and then. I've tried to get Discord to control it, but they tell me everybody has the right to use the name they choose, even if it's a duplicate. That's why I'm getting off. I don't like that kind of attitude towards its members. So a good starter platform, it's awful for running a business on. VMAR, a little move here. Nothing really to trigger a buy entry. Mark, you can do that with any scan. ThinkorSwim gives you the option to scan the market you want to scan. You can do that with any scan. Yeah, mine in particular, Jeff, up $2 is mine. They use mine the most. They want you to think it's the owner. I don't reach out to anyone. So that should tell you right there, if someone with my username reaches out to you, it's not me. VMAR making a small push up. We're watching it right here. You saw the buyers coming in. Continuing to push. This is why I say put these in a personal watch list. There may be another opportunity coming, and here it is. Kind of late now. Or is it? We're watching buyers. You are welcome, Jeff. Little bit of profit taking going on. You can see that little flash of red. That's a warning that you may need to get out if you got in lower. I don't really panic over these immediately because sometimes they just go away and it continues to grow. That would scare me out right there, 2 reds. Profit takers. We're barely above the average volume line. Now more buyers are coming in after these profit takers. We need a continuation though. This green bar probably going to make up for those that were selling. Now this next one, if it breaks that average volume line, it should push the price higher. Providing it's green and growing. It's red and growing, so it's going to come down. We're back to silence. SPY is not moving. Stocks are not buying or selling. Good job, Doug, on VMAR. Total of 879. Good trade, brother. So yesterday I got on the trading floor with a few investors and brought INOQ to their attention. It was slow crawling to the upside, staying above the 34. I continually bought the dips on this stock because it only had 4 or 5 tiny red candles each time it pulled back. I was able to get 5 trades in on that stock in a matter of an hour for over $1,300. That's great hourly pay. Some of the premium members made profits right alongside me. It was a joyful experience. Slow day, slow stock, small profits, multiple trades. That's really all you need. Not everything affects the market nowadays. Joby, if you pull up INOQ on a 1-minute chart, you can scroll back and see the action it did. They were having a blast, Doug. It was fun for all of us. I think after these live streams, everyone should head to the trading floor. You have many eyes in the sky at that point. Everybody's watching for something. They know what to look for. At least most of them do. Group trading is the most profitable in my opinion. All right, here comes some buyers. Let's see what happens. White arrow trying to pop in. Need to see how strong it is. The strength comes from here by breaking that yellow average volume line. So you wouldn't take an entry unless we start seeing green bars popping in again. Johnny, I'm not a broker. I'm just an individual just like you, sharing my knowledge. All right, YouTubers, your free hour is up on this Friday morning. I appreciate each and every one of you who joined me. I hope you made a little bit of money, paid a little bit of attention, learned a little bit of something. We'd love to have you on board. There's a label at the top of the chat. It's white and yellow. If you're interested in joining our Discord channel and getting an early start before we go over to the website, we'd love to have you on board. As always, have a very blessed weekend. We'll be live streaming for another free hour on Monday morning, starting at 5:55. So have a blessed weekend. Thank you again. I'm out.